regal. That's not what you do. It's the people around you who make you into the monarch. And there is absolutely that sense that as they move through a room, you know, the energy of the room always moves towards wherever they are. And when you're playing the monarch, that's what you have to do. You have to be as natural and ordinary as you can and allow everyone around you to make you into the monarch.
I have the body but of a weak and feeble woman. But I have the heart and stomach of a king. And of a king of England, too.
I watched Helen as she was creating the role of Elizabeth I. And one of, I thought, the great strengths of her performance is that she played a woman indeed with power, with influence, but nevertheless a woman with all her emotions and her muddledness. Just kiss me, babe. She gives all her work a great erotic, intelligent, nothing extraneous, visceral quality.
Good night, my lord.
And she has that ability of being able to turn on a sixpence from the stately to the assaulted and hugely injured woman.
I never wish to see your face again.
My heart still runs on you, I swear it.
Before I hang you, I'm minded to hang you now, with my own hands.
Yes.
Get out of my sight!
I love these tantrums that she had, because, of course, the Queen could have tantrums. Who was going to stop her? And I saw that, and I went, wow, isn't that fantastic? Because she had the great strength, she had the vulnerability as a woman, and then she had this kind of childlike explosion of anger when she couldn't get her way. That I thought was extraordinary. And, you know, that's very different than my wife. She doesn't have those tantrums. Thank God.
I certainly gave it everything that I had. Everything that I had. And a 4-hour piece about Elizabeth I, you know that's going to be an incredible role to play. And if you're not up for it, shame on you. You know, you've got to step up there, no matter how tired you are, how much pain you're in, whatever's going on. You know, those are the great roles. And if you're lucky, they come along once in a lifetime, maybe.
Mirren was born Ilyena Lydia Mironov in 1945 and raised in Essex, the daughter of a Russian father and English mother. She's recently been on the trail of her Russian ancestry for a new book about her life.
I would have thought people have been knocking and asking you to do a book for many years now, especially with your remarkable story of your parents and your grandparents coming from Russia.
Yes.
How much of that is in the book, and is it...
Some of it. It's not an autobiography. I mean, maybe sometime down the line I'll have the energy or the memory to do that. But it's mostly a picture book, really, you know. My dad, my mum, my sister, me at school. Very boring.
And is it the Russian grandfather as well?
Russian grandfather.
I'm fascinated by him coming out of the Soviet Union and being forced to live over here. It must have been a remarkable period.
Yes, extraordinary. And only thanks to an incredible journalist called Will Stewart, who's found relatives of mine in Russia. He found photographs of me in Moscow. I never knew any of that existed. I thought they'd all been taken off to the Gulag and were long gone. So it's an ongoing story, and it's extraordinary.
That sounds like a BBC One special just begging to happen.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's talk about your stage work then, because it's hard to imagine you, Helen Mirren, you know, one of the world's most successful and awarded and lauded actresses, ever being a kind of an ingenue. You know, obviously theatre was where you began.